Hey, all, welcome back to the Chalk Sports Podcast, and you already know what time it is, boys. We got a college basketball game that slid up on our menu, and it is a good one. It is San Jose State versus Long Beach, and for this game, it should be a womp, and I'm going to be 100% with you. The line is around 6 to 8 points. However, I feel like this game could be fun. Because Long Beach in general is a fast-paced team. They are very good, but they are also very sloppy. And with a young core, a fast-paced style normally gets punched. Let's be real for a second. Have you ever really seen that work? It doesn't normally. Because you need that young guy to keep it contained. Keep it in one box. And that is big. But this Long Beach team kind of struggles with that. We've seen it a lot, where they do force a lot of mistakes. And for San Jose, it's a very guard-driven team. So they're in that spot where they're kind of lacking. Now, there is Gavin Skies, and Gavin Skies he leads Long Beach with 14.8 points a game and makes around 40% of his threes. You take those shots with him, and you might find a way. But the other one is Petra Maestrovic. And for Petra, this game should be good. He leads them with boards, and he's been a good double-figure player. He's good at getting double digits. You could keep him on the glass. He could play well on the glass. But when I'm coming to this game, I'm looking at Kobe Garland, and I'm looking at Yafet Mundini. And for Mundi, that's how I pronounce it. For Yafet Mundi, he's the big man. He gets the rebound. And they do, I think, have Rosenborough coming back. Which is another player that is very talented. Ben Rosenborough. And for this game, that's who you need. Kobe Garland leads the team in assisted points he's at 17 points, 6 points a game, and he has 4 assists per game. That is a huge stat to take note of. He's there, and he's there to play. Oh, and we got the game now. And so for this game, that I'm expecting a lot of. It doesn't look like Ben is out there, which would really suck for San Jose State. Long Beach is under Chris Acker. He's been Chris Acker. It's all right. Tim Miles is on the work. And let's get this tip off. We got Yafet versus Shea Johnson Jr. All right, and they're bringing down the court. Long Beach wins the tip off. So we have Gavin Skies right there, who had the ball for a second. He bounces out. He's going to get the ball, and he's already going to take a shot. And he's short. However, that is a good start. Getting the ball to your star player. And they go back out to him again. They get the second pass, though. And it's a little bit wide three. And it's going to be San Jose State ball. That was a bad bounce. Just an interesting stretch, though, so far. We have seen them already get to Gavin as Yafet taking the ball down the court. It looks like... No, that's Gaga. Hold on, let me make sure I get that right. It's Nanga. This Nanga goes out to his man Garland. Back to Nanga. Nanga on the post. No, that's Yafet. My bad. Mundi as he makes the first points of the game with a quick basket in the paint. Isaiah Lewis brought it down, but they go back to Gavin Skies. They go out to number 33. That's Shea Johnson. Back into Lewis. Lewis goes out to Farrell. Farrell for 3. Yes! Nails the 3 off the back iron. Cole Farrell starting the points off, taking the Long Beach to the lead that they might not have most. But hey, they got it early. Nanga bringing the ball down the court as he takes it out to Washington. Washington goes out to Munduni. Garland to Mundi. Boom! Footwork goes crazy as he takes 3 steps in and out. Getting his man lost as he gets the second bucket for San Jose State. Starting with a quick 4 points. Farrell going in. And they get a quick steal stolen by Bell. Garland taking it the other way. And he goes back to Mundi. Mundi gets a foul. 2 free throws coming his way. It is 4-3. Mundi could potentially have all the points already. And he is instantly taking an impact that I wasn't expecting, to be honest with you. I was expecting a little bit, but not this much. He has been the driving force of this team so far. With 5 double-doubles, he has been an impact. He's going to make the first one. You see his stats right there. He is a talent from Paris. They've been dropping talents lately. Yafet has been one of those. Potentially could be NBA level. I don't know. We'll have to see how that draft rolls around. And he misses the second one off the front iron as Skies gets the rebound. Now Gavin Skies taking to the court. Again, been the most talented player so far. As we see it go out to Isaiah Lewis. Isaiah Lewis trying to set something up. Gets it back out to Skies. Skies sees a Bell matchup and gets stripped. And they're going to keep it with Long Beach. I don't agree with that call 100%, but that's okay. So who's on the court? Isaiah Lewis. We have Gavin Skies. As they go out to Cole Farrell. Cole Farrell gives it out to Lewis. Lewis goes back to Farrell. Farrell gets it out to Lewis, and Skies has the ball in the corner. Spin move. No, off the front. And he gets the rebound, however. And that's the point for. He is not on my list. Wow. Interesting. Zeno for? Derek Michael Xavier. Interesting. As Washington misses that 3, they're taking it the other way. And that's going to be Farrell. Farrell gets it into the paint, and as Derek Michael gets it. Xaviero. That's how I say it. Xaviero. He was there last year. Cole Farrell on Garland. That's a tough task for him as Garland. You see the BS he's been doing all season with a beautiful floater to put them up 7-7. As we see Skies with the ball, he's getting a double team off rip, and they go out to their big man. As that's Pater. And wow, what a pass. Boom. Hits the 3, nothing but net for Cole Farrell. And then this, again, tough matchup for these Long Beach team. But so far, so good. Their offense has been firing on all cylinders. As Yafet gets him with a step in. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about post work? There you go. So they're taking it the other way. Goes out to Maestrovic. Maestrovic goes back to Farrell. Farrell gets it to Maestrovic. It is an open cut. Huge mistake by San Jose State. Biting too hard and leaving a wide open lane as Garland gets it out. Gets it at the top. Or Washington gets it out and they go back. They get it to Garland. Garland taking on Cole Farrell. Again, just such a tough matchup as Yafet gets the ball on Xavier. And we're going to get Lewis on Walker or Washington. Washington just putting the pressure on. And Garland with the midi. And oh my goodness. Stadium's empty, but man, this game is fun. Off rip as we have Lewis with the top at the top. And he's going to get that screen. He's going to go back out. And he's going to be short off the top iron and gets the rebound is Cole Farrell. Another impact play from the young fella. As Mishovic missed that 3 off the front. And they get the rebound. Nay, it's freebie. And they go to Mundi. Mundi gets it out to Garland. Garland gets it out to Niga. And he makes the 3. And he has just been amazing, man. He's 6 for 7. Nunga with the 3. As Xavier has the ball. Gets tipped out. Does not. Oh, gets back. And Parker Washington taking it the other way. Goes out to Garland for 3. No. Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Cedric Nunga. Nanga? How do you pronounce that? I didn't start with croissant.
Nganga.
Ningaga.
Nganga. Nganga.
Ningaga? It's too long. Because it sounded way too close to a slur, and I'm not having that happen. No, that's not it. That's not it.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide.
I'm listening to Julian.
Nganga.
Ninganga.
More videos on how to Nganga.
Ninganga. Alright, I think we got it. I think we got it. And we are back in the basketball game. Back to the back to the important thing, the basketball. And like I was saying, Ninganga been amazing this season. He's just had the real talent of them all, to be honest with you. He's been the biggest impact player, and we're excited to see if he can keep it going. And it's just been all offense in this early first half. 14 points. This is more than we had like 90% of the last time we watched the game. And that's just what's big. It's just seeing, can we keep this up? Can we keep this score? Who falls off the scoring train first? I would imagine it's going to be Long Beach, but we're going to have to see as they go into Rob Diaz. Rob Diaz taking it up the court. He's got Washington on him. And his dribbles have been holding well. They do play fast, so I'm curious to see as Xavier looks for something, gets a little bit of space, and they go out to him. That's going to be Douglas Langford on him as they get the back out to Diaz. Diaz has him for a second, chooses not to. Bell on that man, and they go back out to Diaz. Diaz, no, goes into Xavier, and they get a shot clock violation off of Xavier's spin move as a Shaquille Blender is number 2. And they're going to pass it into Washington. Washington setting up the play. Didn't get a lot of action early, but we might see that change here as they go back out to Langford. Langford looking for something, goes to back out to Myers. That's right. So Washington drives in. Pump fake goes out deep for 3. No, off the corner. But they get the rebound, and he goes back up with a tough layup and gets the and one to put it to 16-14. San Jose State shooting free throws is Douglas Langford. Amers. And who shot this? Pasha Gudarzi. And Langford first free and only free throw, and he misses it off the front. And we're going to get a rebound from Christian Jones. Christian Jones taking it the other way as he gets attacked with 3 dudes on him. They're going to go to Blender. Blender putting his man in there, and he gets the move. And with a quick layup, they tie the game up. Long Beach in shocking fashion is staying tight in this game as we see it going the other way. Parker Washington on his man. Gets him jumping, doesn't punish it, however, gets the ball back out. Langford with the pick. He takes the 3 deep one, and he's short as they go the other way now. Not Douglas. Why am I blanking on his name now? Christian Jones with the rebound as they go out to Bender. Bender getting some space, gets a tough layup that just doesn't fall his way as we see it going the other way. Langford with the rebound. Parker Washington blowing by. No, gets a wonky pass off, and he's going to get stolen. Now they're going the other way with oh, what happened? I missed. The Jones, wait. Storovich is shooting the free throws. I don't know about a foul there, but you know what? First one is up and it's in. Off the back iron. A perfect free throw, to be honest with you. Mitrovic makes the second one. He is 2 for 2 in this game. 18-16. San Jose State with the ball now. As Adrian Myers brings it, passes it in. He's gonna go out to Gudzar. And they're gonna go out to Garland. Garland taking it down the key. He's looking for something. Gets a little bit of a bump, but doesn't get enough space as Myers goes back out to Gudzar. Gudzar goes to Lanford. Lanford sets it up for Garland. Garland on the roll, driving, gets it midi. Yes! Makes it a nothing but net as they're going the other way now. Diaz with the ball, taking it up the court as they go out to JJ Kruzau. Tchaikovsky. Ski. I'm going to call him Ski. No, I'm not. And they get a 3 from Bender. Bender doesn't make it out over, and the rebound for Myers. Myers taking it, gets it out to Good. Wow. Goodsy? Goodarzi? I don't know how to get it. And the Jones, nothing. Oh, he misses the dunk. Oh, he's going to get. Oh, pays it back. Goodsy gets it out to Garland as Garland's taking it the other way. Jones almost dunked it, but just short. That's a brutal doink. As Garland takes it with the midi. No, it doesn't bounce in, but Langford with a rebound and a tough lay. Punishing Diaz for a sloppy deep rebound, and as Diaz taking it the other way. He's got Garland on him. And he's going to go out to Bender's. Bender's going to go back out to Levillain. And Levillain. Levillain. And Blender's going to get stolen. And we go Myers. Myers on the break with the lay, and he hits it, putting it 22-20. Long Beach State taking the ball down the court. Diaz goes out to Shavinsky. Shavinsky goes out to Bender. Bender goes into Levillain. And with the ball, Diaz has it. Jones with the ball in the corner now, taking his man for a ride. Garland with the steal, though. They're going to call jump ball. Tchaikovsky. We'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, boys. As we see a turnaround, something happen. They're taking it the other way. Garland with the ball. Same score. San Jose State with the ball. Garland goes out to Myers, and Myers gets it into Gunga. Nunga. Wow, I can't say it. Mundi, no! Misses it off the rim, but it doesn't matter. They get the rebound. Garland goes out to Washington. Washington, come on, man. You shoot those normally. Myers. Yes! Nails the three off the front iron. It rolls in his way. Hold on. Nonga. That's where we're going with. Nonga. Final. Garland on his man. Looks to be Skies. And they go out to Levillin. Right? No. Majvit. Majstrovic. Gets the rebound and is fouled. Petar Majstrovic. Petar Majstrovic with the foul, and he's gonna take his 2 free throws. And it's only a 5-point game by the never mind. Just a foul. Majstrovic for 3. No! Doesn't make it. Garland almost gets a rebound, but it goes to who was that? Oh, Isaiah Lewis. Isaiah Lewis gets it out to Shea Johnson. Skies for 3. Yes! Nothing but net as they keep it going. 23-25 San Jose State. Looking to be a little weaker than normal as Parker Washington taking it up the court. Looking for a man. Doesn't get anything. Gets an almost screen from Mundi. Mundi goes out to Garland. Garland in the mid-range. Parker Washington for 3. And the back-to-back. They throw the counter punch. Can Long Beach State send it back as we see Isaiah Lewis taking it down the court. He's looking for a man. He goes out to Farrell. Farrell with Myers on him. Farrell goes out to Skies. It's Skies. Boom! They just trade blows left and right. Long Beach State makes it 26-28. San Jose State with the lead and the ball. As we're seeing it go the other way. Garland with Farrell on him. Garland gets it out to Myers. Myers gets it to Mundi. Mundi driving in, chooses not to. Parker Washington in the post. Makes the midi. Yes! And it bounces a few times before they take it in. San Jose State with a 30-point lead. 30-26. And it goes the other way. No! Almost a foul for Skies, however, doesn't get called. Washington taking it back down. He goes out to Myers. Myers for 3, and nothing but buckets. It's a wet storm for San Jose State. And they're going to call time out. Long Beach State 26, San Jose State 33. And what a stretch, man. Just 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. It has been absolute chaos. It's just so many threes, and I wasn't expecting that at all. It threw me off guard, to be honest with you. What a stretch where it's just boom, 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 left, right, like constant threes. And man, it's a good start. I'll tell you what, it's a really good start. So San Jose State with the lead. And yeah, the threes are just falling for them. It has been notable. It has been very noticeable that the threes are there. They caught on fans who are just looking at their phones. Whatever. And man, for Long Beach, this game is not that huge, but it's stopping the losing streak they're on right now. They are in a horrible stretch lately that they could afford to stop. They could afford to definitely cut that streak short, where they've lost so many games in a row, just back to back to back.
This might be We previously showed.
As we see Skies inbounding the ball, Long Beach stay with the ball, however, not with the lead. 26-33 as Isaiah Lewis with the ball goes out to Johnson. Johnson goes back to Lewis. Lewis looking for something to set up. He does get something. Skies does not, however, make it, and they get the Mundi gets the rebound as Washington's taking it down the court. Parker Washington has been hot this game. Let's see if he can keep that streak going. Goes out to Mundi. Mundi drive and chooses not to do anything with it, though. Goes out to wow. And they're going to call Farrell with a foul. Interesting choice as we see Garland with the ball. He's going to be inbounding, looking for probably Mundi would be my best bet. And he gets him. Mundi in the post, goes back out to Garland. Garland chooses not to drive in, goes to Washington. Instead, Washington with a man right on him goes back to Mundi. Mundi goes into Garland. Garland goes out to Nga. Wow. Nanga. And what a pass from Farrell as Farrell goes to Maestrovich. Maestrovich goes into Skies. Skies goes back to Petar. Petar setting a screen, does not, however, goes to Farrell. Farrell gets stripped by Mundi. Garland going the other way. 1-on-1, and he blows by, and they call. What a block from Johnson. I thought that was goaltending, but that's okay. It's pinned off the glass, and just what a play from San Jose State, taking advantage of a team that just kind of was left lacking. They got caught lacking, and they got blown by punished it almost. As we're gonna see Garland pass in the ball. I don't know what the plan is. I'd assume they would go towards Washington. Oh, no, mind. Washington's passing in it. I'd imagine they'd go towards Bell or Garland. Just go straight to your best man. As Garland gets the screen from Mundi. Mundi cutting in 2-on-1. He gets the foul, however, taken down hard. However, it doesn't matter. They get the free throws. And this could be huge. I'm just saying. Garland's still talking to the refs about that block. I kind of agree with him. It looked a little sketchy. But you know what? There's nothing better than a ref's eye. Especially if you're a Blue Jays fan. But I'm a Dodgers fan, so I'm okay with it. But they're still talking. The ref's getting a little croachy. They're touching his butt. It's a little weird. As Mundi taking his first free throw. And he's going to make the first one, taking that lead to 34-26. They could go up by double digits on another bucket. It's a 4-possession game right now. That's not good. That's not good for Long Beach because this game was about who can go the longest. It was a race to 70, you could have said. Spread was over-under was 140. It's at 70. It's 34-26 right now. It's a race to 70. And San Jose State's definitely leading that race. Already halfway there. As Garland plays Isaiah Lewis pretty tight, full court, and whoa, who's that? Diaz, sorry. Diaz goes back to Lewis. Lewis goes back to Diaz. Diaz goes to Skies, and Diaz pump fake gets Garland jumping, and Diaz in the paint. No, doesn't make it. However, gets fouled by Nganga, and that's the second foul of the game. He's on Xavier Arando. And on the other side, it's going to be Mundi on, how do you pronounce it? Maestrovich. And Diaz for the first one, boinks off and does not fall his way. However, we're going to see the second time. Can Diaz make one at least? As Mundi, they send out Nanganga, and they put in Mundi and looks to be Myers. And he makes the second one, 27-35. As Myers passing the ball, and he's gonna look towards Garland. Garland with Diaz right on him as he gets by for a second. Myers with the ball at the top with the wing. He's got a lot of space. Goes out to Mundi. Mundi gets it into Washington. Washington on the drive chooses not to shoot. He's going to get stuck in that spot. Myers for three. Slipped away open, does not make it, however, and they're going to call out of bounds off the back of the backboard. Big mistake by Long Beach, leaving him open. He didn't punish them for it, however, so I guess it's all good in the end of the day. As we're going to see Maestrovich go to Lewis. Lewis tucking his shirt in. Got to be formal, my friend. Look good, play good, what they say. Lewis taking it down. Got Garland on him tight as they go to Maestrovich with Mundi on him. And Washington, one-on-one with Diaz. Diaz goes out to Maestrovich. Maestro goes out to Lewis. Lewis gets it back to Maestro. Maestro for three. Yes! The Maestro on the team. I don't know. I tried to think of something cool. It didn't work. Parker Washington with Lewis on him. And they go out to Myers. Myers with Maestrovich on him. Goes in. Myers trying to cut in. Doesn't get enough spaces. It goes to Mundi. Mundi goes in. Goes out with Bell. Bell to Myers. Myers to Garland. Garland driving in. Stepping back. No! Off the backboard. Does not bounce his way. They're going the other way. Lewis. Or Diaz. Gets it and gets a hack. They call jump ball instead, however, as Xavier missed that free shot. Unfortunate. Xavier Arndo. Don't know what the plan is here. Seems like they're gonna pass it in with I'm blanking on his name. Isaiah Lewis, and Isaiah Lewis is going to go out to Skies. Skies goes out to Maestrovich. Maestrovich goes to Diaz. Diaz looking for some space. Doesn't get any, however, gets a double team instead. Lewis kind of goes through the motion. Doesn't choose to shoot it, though. Maestrovich on Mundi and gets a defensive foul from Mundi. And that's his third, I think, which is not a good start for him. They need him the entire game. Well, they don't need him the entire game, but they need him for a good chunk, especially when a team like this is coming back. Lewis with the ball, looking for something, goes to Skies. Skies with Bell on him, goes out to Lewis. Lewis goes back to Skies. Skies, again, Bell on him. Skies gets by for a second, does not, however, in the post. Fading, yes! With the fader, nothing but net. As he goes up, puts it 32-35. They're back in one score range. And we got, wow, I forgot his name. Gudzari. As we have Parker Washington with the ball. Lewis on him, gets a screen from Mundi. Mundi sets a hard screen, and oh! Xavier with the block, however, they don't keep the ball. It goes back into San Jose State's hand. And they're taking a time out. The under 4-minute time. I don't know how this rules work. Oh, I'll be all right. Again. Bye-bye. And I'm back. And we got a good game, man. 32-35. First half has been amazing. It's just to depend on, can we keep it going? Can Long Beach keep it going? Or are we going to see them kind of falter is probably the best word to say. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, then it comes to it just comes to one team. If that makes sense. I don't know how to word it. And Myers takes a three, doesn't make it, however. And they're going 2 for 4 on the night. It's Maestro driving it down the court. Goes to Sky. Skies goes to Xavier. Xavier goes to number 2. That's going to be... Oh, Bender. Bender goes out to Maestrovich. Maestrovich with a wonky pass that's going to go astray. And it's going to be San Jose ball. Again, that's the problem with playing fast. You end up making mistakes like that, and you could get punished for that bad. I don't imagine San Diego State turning that into 30 points, but hey, never know what happens, eh? You know what they say. As Myers is going to pass it in, and he's going to go to Garland. Garland gets a man cutting. He's going to take him in the post, goes out to Myers. Myers looking for something, gets it out to Bell. Bell goes to Mundi. Mundi driving in, goes to Goodra. Goodra goes to Mundi. Mundi takes a spin move, gets the punishing shot. No! Boinks off too high. And they're going to rebound it the other way. Maestrovich is going. Gets it out to Lewis. Lewis for Maestrovich for 3. No. Doesn't make it, however. We get a rebound from Pasha Gudzi. Gudarzar Z. And we're going to see Garland go out to Myers. Myers goes into Pusha. Pusha gets a bad pass that gets stolen. Pashu. That's what we're going to call him. And it's going to go out of bounds off Mundi's hands. And this is big because San Jose State, 35-32. They could potentially get punished for this run. Let's see how it goes. Still a close game. And again, a 3-score game. Or a 1-score game. 3 points is all it takes. And that's huge considering the fact that this game was projected to be way worse. And we're not seeing that, however. We're seeing it the opposite. And that is really of note. It's a question to see if they can keep it up, though. And they're going to go out to Xavier. Xavier is going to go into Maestrovich. Maestrovich gets his man set up. Skies for 3. Yes. Off the back iron, that's pretty much nothing. But net 35-35. It is a tie game. San Jose State with the ball as Garland holding it. He's going to almost get by Lewis. He doesn't get the step, however. Mundi gets a pick, and he has an open man. Just doesn't take it. Bell goes out to Mundi. Mundi goes into Pusha. Basha gets at Garland. Garland goes into Mundi, and Mundi with the layup. Causing chaos just seems to be San Jose State's strategy. Throw a bunch of chaos, and something might go their way. And look at it. It did. As we see Lewis taking the ball down the court. And they're going to call a foul on number 7. Or 6. They're going to call it on, I think, Maestrovich. So we're going to see Lewis passing it in. And he's going to go out to Bender. Bender looking for something. Gets it back out to Lewis. Lewis with Garland on him goes to Bender. Bender with Washington on him. And they're going to call a defensive foul. And they're shooting a one-on-one. I don't know about that. That seems like a little bit of an extension of the whistle. But hey, maybe they saw something I didn't. As we got Mundi and Langford on the block. Wow. On the blocks, getting ready for the rebound. They send in Diaz, take out Lewis. Man, this is a good free throw. This is important free throws because this could tie the game. Long Beach is in the bonus now, which is huge for the rest of the game. The first one is good. And it's a 1-and-1, so they will take a second one. It's Moondy and Douglas Langford. That's the spot. They don't call the foul for the early jump. Moondy goes into Garland. Garland taking the court up the court to with Diaz on him. And Garland setting himself up for a spot. And they get a screen from Douglas. Moondy goes out to Garland goes out to Moondy. Moondy gets it to Parker. Parker goes into Langford, and Langford goes out to Bell. Bell getting the step, doesn't get it, however, they go out to Washington. Washington setting up something, goes out to Moondy. Moondy goes into Garland. Garland for three. No, at the buzzer, doesn't make it, and they call a shot clock violation because it didn't hit the rim. And because Langford got the rebound off of a missed rim. Hit the rim, would have been set. San Jose State's defense has been lackluster, and we see a pass come from Maestrovich as we see Lewis taking it the other way. Lewis gets it out to Skies. Skies goes into Xavier. Xavier looking for something, goes out to Skies again. With Garland on him, that should be a mismatch that you could punish. They don't choose to. However, Maestrovich for three, no. Garland with the rebound. Garland taking it the other way. He's got a man right behind him. Barron on his back, senses it, does not choose to take a chance. And Skies on his back. They get stripped it for a second as Bell has the ball. Driving to the lane. Gets it kind of delayed for it, and they lose it. It's to Mitrovic. Taking it the other way. 30 seconds on the clock. He's driving in quick. Gets the floater, and that gives him time, I think. No, that doesn't. Shot clock is stale. They're sitting at 22, 21, 20. Taking his sweet time as Garland takes it up the court. It's going to be at 15 seconds now. Garland waves off the screen for a second. They got 10 seconds now. Garland gets the screen now from Langford. Langford doesn't provide much, and Garland gets an easy layup. And the fumbling of the ball for Long Beach does not bounce their way. And we're going to have a tie game, 39-39. Very impressive from Long Beach State. San Jose State been just as good. I'm going to go for halftime. You guys enjoy a podcast episode. And I've been hyping it up. We got a special guest, College Football Atlas, in the building. Big on Instagram. The founder of. And we've got to talk about the college football games because we have a lot of college football conference games coming up. We missed the Friday slate, but we got the Saturday slate coming up. And one of the bigger ones, BYU Texas Tech. What are we expecting out of this game?
Yeah, so I think on the Texas Tech side, it's going to be fireworks. So they played earlier this year in Lubbock, Texas, and Texas Tech kind of destroyed BYU, but they also didn't convert many red zone trips. They came up with a lot of field goals. I think the field goal kicker had 5 or 6 field goals.
Yeah, he had 5.
5. So if they can close up those drives into touchdowns, this could potentially be a blowout. But the other thing I love to look at is situationally. So Texas Tech is fifth, I want to say, in the college football playoff rankings, and BYU is 11th. BYU technically right now is the first team out. So they are win, get in, they're lose, go home. Texas Tech is win, they're obviously in, lose, they're still in. The only
Yeah.
thing they get if they win is they probably get a first round bye. So BYU's in a do or die situation here. I think this game will potentially be a close game purely for the fact that BYU is going to play their hearts out. I think BYU probably early needs to be very successful in the run. They probably need to either be able to flip the field a lot on Texas Tech and give them long drives, or they need some early turnovers. But I have a hard time seeing BYU actually win this game. I think the talent profile of Texas Tech is just way better. I like what BYU has in the trenches, but Texas Tech's defensive line might be a top 2-3 unit in the country, and I think they will wreak havoc to this game. They also have some great running backs. They have Cameron Dickey. They also have some wide receivers out there that are very explosive. So I think as long as they can finish the drives, they're a surefire lock to win this game. But I do think in the end, BYU keeps this close because they're do or die situation. They're going to try to squeeze everything they have out of their team to win this game, and I don't think it'll be enough. I think Texas Tech wins by 10 to 14 points.
Yeah, the third downs were big for BYU last time. You see it right there, 3 and 14 on third downs. If they have to figure out the passing game. The passing game was fine against Texas Tech. It wasn't great, but the running game was not there with LJ Martin, who was just kind of he was 35, he was 3.5 yards a carry, which is not a reliable run game for them. Texas Tech's money made a difference in that one. And I'm wondering if we see Texas Tech, who's played all season, or if we get the ASU one. Because if they show up like they did against ASU, then they're obviously going to be screwed. Obviously, Sam Levitt was in that game, so factor it a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like I'm not worried for Texas Tech just because, like you said, that if they converted more, they would have been up. They would have blown the living crap out of BYU. And they already did beat them by so much that it's like, what do you expect from how can BYU win this game? Almost.
Yeah, I think one of the main things BYU needs to look to win this game, like obviously they need to have a better run game through LJ Martin, but that is not just always a surefire thing. I think what we need to look into and what Kalani Sitake might try to do is integrate more Bear Bachmeier quarterback run or quarterback at least like roll out and scramble, because if the quarterback is on the move a bunch, then Texas Tech has to bring in another defender into the front line or whatever so they can spy. And I think that would then maybe potentially open up the wide receivers a bit more. I mean, they have some decent wide receivers like Chase Martin's really good, or Chase Roberts, he's really good. So they have some guys. LJ Martin's a receiving back, so he can catch the ball. So I think they just got to be very creative in what they do, and I think they got to get Bear Bachmeier on the run, and he needs to legit put his life on the line for this game. But it's hard because that defensive line is so good that I think that there's a shot that the defensive line is just on Bear Bachmeier just every down. So they always got to be ahead of the sticks, though. They cannot be sitting in second and third and long situations because they just won't. They won't have success doing that.
Yeah, and that's what really killed them last time was, again, third downs and just being behind the sticks. They made a lot of turnovers. They made 3 turnovers, but it wasn't like
I'm pretty sure they're pretty late in the game.
Were they? It was a fumble. It was 2 fumbles and a pick. I can't remember what the second fumble was, but anyway, it feels like to me this BYU team is just so outclassed almost.
Yeah.
They
I don't know the actual stat for this, so I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure BYU didn't see the other side of the 50 until the second half.
I would imagine that's correct because
I don't think they scored until close to the end.
No, they didn't. They didn't score till the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't see the other side of the 50 until the second half.
Because they missed a field goal. The only time they would have been the 51-yarder. They had a 51-yarder.
Okay, so they might have barely hit it.
But yeah, barely.
Yeah, that shows you that Texas Tech just disrupted them on offense so much and so quickly.
And that's why it's so, that ASU loss is so funny because it's like every other game they've won by at minimum 20 points.
Yeah.
And then that ASU game, it's just like 20. It's like lost by 4. So I don't know. I doubt we will see that one. And I don't know if I'd get ahead to like championship level team for Texas Tech. Their money definitely made it go around, but that's about.
I think they can. I think they can be in the championship tier, but I don't think they're going to win it. they're a good team, but they're like I think they're it's a good thing, but also a bad thing. Their worst position is probably quarterback, to be honest with you.
Brennan Moore,
That's just
yeah.
how crazy their team is. But like when they spent all this money, but they could have went out and got a. You're gonna hate me for saying this, but they could have got like a Carson Beck. They could have got what's another transfer quarterback out there that's doing good.
John
Even like
Mateer.
John Mateer, Chandler Morris from Virginia, like all those guys would probably be a bit better than Barry Morton, but they decided to spend their money elsewhere, which obviously they did a good job doing that. But they settled for a all right quarterback, which they're doing great. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like they could be winning a championship potentially if they would have spent a little more money on that.
Yeah, I feel like their wide receiver core in general, it's not the worst in the league. Obviously, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not an overly competitive team. That running back core is just really what suffocates.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. In the who was the guy that went? There's a guy from USC that transferred in that
Jacoby Williams.
Recently.
Oh wait, went
There's
down.
another kid, Cameron Joyner.
Oh, that's
Joyner's
right.
his last name. He's a USC kid. He was about to be their starter, and then he went down in camp.
So does he have another year? He might.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming he took a medical redshirt this year.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited for this game. I don't think it'll be overly interesting. I don't think like you said, I don't think it'll be overly close because I feel like it'll just be so suffocating for BYU. Because what do? You're getting surrounded by all of their big linemen. You're getting out DB'd because last time they had no passing game. I just feel like this game looks grim for BYU, and I know all their fans will talk crap because they don't like me. I said one bad thing about them in the AP polls, and all of a sudden, I'm burned at the stake.
Yeah,
and we can
to that stuff.
Yeah, I said, oh, BYU hasn't played anybody amazing beside Utah. How dare you? We played. I think it was Iowa
Arizona.
State. Iowa State they stood on the soapbox for. I was like, I don't know about that, man. So Georgia Bama is the next one we'll get into. This one has. Do you think Bama gets knocked if they lose?
So I'm very wish-washy on this because personally, in my rankings, like if I would give a ballot, Bama wouldn't even be in it right now. So like right now, Notre Dame and Bama would both be out because I have BYU in. I think they've done enough to be at least in comparatively to like Alabama because Alabama lost to Florida State. So I like
the Florida State loss.
I know like that's a 5-17 that they lost to. That is not good. That's like the worst loss in any team in the like relevancy of the playoffs. And then I have Miami over Notre Dame because I respect head to head. I respect the games being played. Therefore, if they have the same record and are about in the same area in the polls, I'm going to respect head to head. I always have. I always will. So I think that it should be like BYU, Miami, and then Notre Dame, and then Alabama.
Yeah.
Now I have another take. I don't think anyone ever should be punished for playing an extra game. So you couldn't make the game. So why should I get punished and you get put in for me not making the game? For an example, why should a Miami get in over Alabama? Let's just say that's the case. If Bama loses, what did Miami couldn't make their conference championship? Now there's also another thing with this that I hate. Bama is number 1 in the SEC, but there is a 4-way tie or a 5-way tie for the SEC championship. Like, are they really number 1 in the SEC? Like, it's so like arbitrary to me and so like kind of hypocritical. It's like, are they really number 1? Like, that's where like I don't even think they should be in the conference championship game. I honestly think it should be like Ole Miss, like the next highest. So that's where I'm like kind of a little iffy on it. I know they only have like 1 loss in conference, so they like technically should be in, but it's just so tough in that. Like, I think something should be reworked there. But in general, where they are sitting right now, I don't think they should be punished for losing the game. But I will say, if they do get punished, I would have already put them back there, so I don't disagree fully. That sounds very wish-washy, I know, but that's kind of my stance.
So, do you got a tinfoil hat next to you? Because I have an idea. I have a theory. So, my Alabama got bumped up to Notre Dame. A lot of people weren't happy. I thought it was a decent move just because it's okay. Notre Dame does have. I think people were saying that Notre Dame should have jumped. I actually had Notre Dame jump Bama and Oklahoma before that week because it was like Notre Dame's looked good throughout the rest of the season. That was the only reason I had them lower than Bama was because they shouldn't have lost to A&M. They barely lost. That Miami loss it wasn't the greatest, but again, barely losing. So
Yeah.
I factored those two in and the domination they've had over the season after those losses. But then I was looking at it. What if they did that just so, one, if BYU wins, Notre Dame's gone. Because Notre Dame didn't have a game.
I'm telling you, they bumped Bama up this week. That their reason was because at one point in the Iron Bowl, Alabama was up 17-0. That's their reasoning. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But why they did it was, in my opinion, Alabama could lose and they're still fine. You know, like
Yeah.
if they were the last place team, if they were the last place team and they lost, it'd be like, well, maybe we should just put Miami in there because Miami beat Notre Dame, yada yada yada. But they bumped Alabama up. Now, I will say this in general. Again, wish-washy on this. I'm okay with Alabama being ahead of Notre Dame. I am not okay with them jumping Notre Dame because of last week.
Yeah.
There's nothing Alabama did last week to jump Notre Dame. So if they already decided Notre Dame should be above of Alabama, there's no reason that should have flipped. They should have just already done that in the first place, and I've been okay with it. I think if you want to go off of best wins, you go Alabama. But if you want to go like, well, Notre Dame's and their losses almost won, and they played very competitive games into very good teams, I'm okay with that too. Personally, I have Notre Dame over Alabama, but personally, I have them both out.
So the thing will be is if Notre Dame is going to get pressured, if they don't make the playoffs because they didn't play a conference championship game, there's definitely going to be some polls that says, hey, you should leave the independent. I don't think they ever will because it's so stupid financially. But
I was gonna say for what they did last year, they made so much money.
Yeah. In play though, you look at it, BYU jumps Notre Dame if they win their championship.
Yeah.
No matter.
I think for Notre Dame's sake, I think they feel like they should be in, but if they don't make it, I think they're gonna look back and be like, well, we should have beat A&M and
you should be
like we really like they were close. Like I honestly think like the A&M game, it was like whoever had the ball last. Well, I mean technically the holder fucked up, but it's whoever had the ball last. And kind of same with Miami. CJ Carr was driving down.
All right, boys, we are back from the pause. If you enjoyed that, the podcast is on my YouTube channel. Make sure to tune in. I'm trying to find the season player. There it is. All right. And we are back. And we are back from halftime. Great game so far. You can see it already kicked off with a Washington taking the ball down the field. He goes to Moody. Moody goes into Garland. Garland with an easy, just comfortable layup. That had enough space to really be able to punish him there. And he's got 10 today. Kobe Garland has 10 so far. And it's just been Marstorovich and boy, Washington with the ball. 41-41. San Jose State holding the ball. We got a good one here. I'm shocked by it. As Nanganga gets it out to Garland. Garland goes to Mundi. Mundi drives in for the second. Parker Washington for three. Yes! Off the back iron. Bounces off the left side, and it goes in. So we're seeing it go the other way. Isaiah Lewis with the ball. Setting himself up for success. He gets Maestrovich. Maestrovich goes out to Farrell. Farrell. Mundi gets a foul there for pushing Maestrovich. That was an aggressive one. That makes sense. I agree with that one. And we're going to see Lewis pass the ball in. I'd imagine he's looking for Maestrovich or Skies. That was a little aggressive. And they go to Lewis. Lewis goes to Maestrovich. Move Lewis back. Lewis gets to Maestro. Maestro goes out to Skies. Skies for three. No. Does not make it over. And an aggressive play by Bell. And Melvin Bell gets the foul. They're just beating up on this kid. I don't know what he did to them. But hey. They're getting aggressive. It's just been a brutal hit. Like, that's what I'm saying. They have just been aggressive as Skies. Gets a step back, goes out to Farrell. Farrell driving into paint. Farrell with the layup. No. Gets the rebound. No. Mundi again. Another foul. Drawing his third. That's a bad stretch for San Jose State. Getting 3 fouls potentially could get them in the bonus already. That would be horrible. Worst case scenario would be they get drawn in the in there. As we're gonna see a second shot, and it's off. Brutal miss. We're gonna see it going the other way. Garland with the ball, setting him up. Farrell gets the roll, goes into Nongon. Nongon gets out to Washington. Washington goes to Garland, and then Garland goes to Myers. Myers goes back to Washington, driving or Garland to Washington has the ball and gets tripped by Lewis. The aggression is there, man. We've seen it a lot. Another foul in this first half, or in the second half, with the first one for Long Beach. You just see Lewis clipped his foot by an inch. He knows he didn't mean to. Nongon gets it out to Parker Washington. Washington drives through. No, doesn't. And he loses the ball off of a Garland's hand, it looks to be. Mishovic gets the ball in to Lewis. Lewis taking the ball up the court. He's got Washington on him. They go into Johnson Jr. Lewis to Farrell. Farrell looking for something, goes out to Mishovic. Mishovic getting Myers on him. Doesn't matter. Big man. And he fights hard, gets the bucket in impressive fashion. And Garland going the other way. Garland has the ball. He goes out to Nongon. Nongon trying to blow by Johnson. Doesn't get it, however. Goes out to, I'm blanking on his name, Washington. Washington has the ball again at the top of the key. He's looking for something. And they take a 3 and nail it for Nongon. What a shot from Nongon. It just impresses me still sometimes when he hits those shots. And they go out to Lewis. Lewis goes into Mishovic. Mishovic taking him in the post. Hey. And he gets a foul. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but that's okay. Because I'm not reffing, baby. I'm just calling. Oh. The yawns are getting to me. Late. As Diaz looking to inbound the ball. Gets it to... Who's he going to go to? Diaz looking for somebody. Doesn't. Gets his 5 seconds. What a play by San Jose State. Keeping that ball in. They couldn't get it out in time. And hey, if you can't get it out in time, you're going to get punished for it. And they definitely proved that right. And we're seeing it doinked off the top, and they got the going the other way. Diaz with the ball, driving in, gets stripped. And no, they can't step in front of it in time. Garland with the ball. Garland playing good defense there from on Farrell. As we see Diaz driving in and with the quick layup. Going the other way now, Washington. 46-47. San Jose State with the ball in the lead. Gets it out to Nongon. Potentially driving in, chooses not to. Gets it out to Garland. Garland looking for something. He gets Nongon again. Nongon with Xavero on him. He gets stripped by Diaz. They take it the other way. Sky with the ball. Gets it into Farrell. And Farrell with a tough lay. Floating like he's Jordan in there. And makes the bucket. 48-47. Long Beach with the lead now. And Diaz straight on Garland's hip. Garland gets a little bit by. Looking for something. Blows by for a second and blocked by Xavero. Xavier gets Mitrovic gets the rebound, and they go all the way with Diaz getting the bucket, taking it to 50-47. Are we seeing an upset, folks? Garland with the ball goes out to Washington. Washington looking for something. He gets Bell out in the corner on the wing. Bell driving in for a second. Bell drives all the way in, gets the fader. Yes! Makes it off a roll, and it goes to 49-50. 49-50, Long Beach with the lead and the ball, taking it the other way. Goes out to Mitrovic. Mitrovic looking for something. He gets, Skies gets a 0. Diaz for 3. No, doesn't bounce his way. Non-gone with the ball. He gets it out to Garland. Garland taking it the other way. And he's looking for a pass lane. He can't get something for right now. Spin move. Drives in. Mid-ranger. No. Bounces off the bottom of the rim. And he gets a foul. It looks to be. That's a brutal foul drawn by San Jose State. A timeout? What happened? I don't know what happened. But bad bounce for San Jose State. Oh, hold on, boys. I'm back. And we're going to see, man, if they could just keep this game going. If honestly, if Long Beach can keep this up, we could actually see an upset. Because they look good right now. They have been playing at a high level, and it's just been San Jose State's looked weak. It's been both sides. And it's, like I said, a race to 70. I think it's going to be a race to 80 now. Long Beach's offense has been way too good to only peak at 70. And for San Jose State, this is the same battle. Can they finally outwear Long Beach State? Because I feel like that's how they can punish them, is just beating them down, taking the lead. Beat them down, take the lead. And as Garland goes up to shoot his free throws, he could make both. That would be the best case scenario. They would take the lead. And that's right now the biggest thing, just taking the lead. Grab that lead, and then you can hopefully hold it for a while. And he makes the first one. And can he make the second one? This would be a huge one. And he does. Taking the lead 51-50 San Jose State. Again, Long Beach taking it down the court. They're looking for something. Lewis with the ball. He goes out to Skies and Skies. What a beautiful play. I am thoroughly impressed with that one. That was so majestic. Talked like I'm majestic because that play was definitely that. So we see Garland taking the ball down the court. He gets a screen from Langford. Looking for something. Goes out to Bell. Bell goes into Washington. Washington goes out to Langford. Langford driving in for a second. Goes out to Garland. Garland for 3. No, does not make it. They get the rebound. And it's going the other way with Lewis. Lewis taking it down. Mitrovic with the screen. It gets the ball now. Lead and score. And they can get it out to Skies. Skies goes into Mitrovic. Mitrovic with a hop step gets rejected by Douglas Langford. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Is that Langford? Just a hop step from Mitrovic was impressive, but that Langford block was even more impressive. just coming out of nowhere to save Garland as Lewis gets the ball, driving in open lane, punishes Mundi for not jumping high enough. Sees the ball, he goes out to Washington. Washington taking it up the court. He's got Skies on him. That's going to be a tough matchup as Mundi has the ball with Xavier. I think he could punish that as they go into Garland. Garland, floater, yes, nails it. Are they going to call it on the ground or are they calling it shooting? And they're not. They're going to call it on the ground, which is a shame. What a shot by Garland. That's just not going to count, which is a shame. But hey, basketball. And man, I think Garland's just going to go right to his man. Yep, Washington. Washington's probably going to look for Mundini. No, he's going to take the shot and nail it. Oh, boy. What a shot from Washington. Long Beach is taking it the other way. It's a tie game at 54. And they go out to Skies with the ball, looking for someone. Goes out to Xavier. Xavier kind of drives in, loses the dribble for a second as he goes to Lewis. Lewis, what a pass to Maestrovich. Maestro in the post on Mundi. Mundi getting the almost block. Doesn't, however, play good defense, though, and Lewis has the ball again. He somehow won that battle as they're going out to Skies. Skies setting up on Bell. Bell gets a screen for a second. Doesn't get taken on it, though. And Bell playing good defense on Skies. Skies misses the midi, and they're going the other way. Garland with the ball, and they call time. They called. What is. Oh. I don't agree with that, but they called up I think backcourt. And what a wonky call. They're gonna take Garland out for frustration, man. He's just so frustrated. And I blanked on his name. Where is he? Pusha. Pasha comes on the court, and they go in with Bell. Bell, easy, bounding on Lewis's chest, it looked to be. I think it was Lewis. And Lewis with the ball goes into Xavier. Xavier, gets fouled by Langford. What a brutal foul. Xavier going to get 2 free throws here, and can they punish the San Diego State? Again, Long Beach is keeping them in this game, and this is a kind of disappointing performance from San Jose State, because you expect a lot more from a team who's supposed to just blow them right out of the water, and they don't get that. Instead, they get a close, nitty-gritty game. We're going to see the first one up and in as we see Xavier take it to 55-56. Can he stretch it? Can he make it tie? Or are we going to get a 1-point wonker? They're going to send out Maestro for someone. Tchaikovsky. And they're going to take the second one. Yes. He takes it to a tie game. Mundi goes out to Washington with Diaz on him. Mundi has Tchaikovsky. And can he punish him? He does. Kind of gets in for a second. Parker Washington with the ball. Tchaikovsky on him. Now they got the swap. I would take advantage of that personally, but they're not going to. They go to Washington. Goes back out for 3. Yes! Nothing but net for Pasha. What a shot from Pasha. Tchaikovsky has the ball. He goes back out to Diaz. Diaz getting the pressure from Washington. He's feeling it for a second, and no, they go to Farrell. Farrell with the ball with Pasha on him. And Bell, good defense on Skies, and they get the block on him again. Langford with the second block of the half, and Xavier misses the midi, and they call a foul on Farrell. It looks to be with a brutal tackle, basically, to Pasha. Not really fair to him, but hey, whatever. It's Langford, man, just been immaculate, dude. He has been on the top of his head, getting everything he can, and just another amazing block. That Pasha 3 really polished it off. Take the lead. I'll be back. I'm back. All right, boys. So, Long Beach, again, just keeping this game tight. Now, I think this is the point. This is the breaking point. Either Long Beach locks it down or San Jose State takes the steps away. Because right now, Long Beach needs to keep it close. I don't expect them to win. But if they could set it to potentially getting to a one-score game by fourth quarter, they could win it. However, they keep in step with San Jose State. San Jose State has to break the lockstep. They have to inch ahead because right now, keeping it this close, this would punish them. So we're going to see Bell setting something up. He gets a screen from Langford. Langford drives in for a second, goes out to Garland. Garland. Look if someone goes out to Pasha. Pasha. Setting it up back up to Garland at the top. He's got Xavier on him. That's a mismatch from size-wise, but it's a more of a mid-range for midi. And, man, Garland just unstoppable with that fader. This is San Jose State. This is what I'm talking about. Take this chance and take the lead. Inch away. Diaz goes out to Skies. Skies goes back to Diaz. Diaz with Bell on him. This is close. This guy's getting Garland to fight for everything he's got. And Diaz getting double teamed now. Gets it out somehow with Farrell driving in. Bell with the strip, but it doesn't matter. He misses, however. Tchaikovsky with the ball. He goes out to Diaz. Diaz almost pump fakes. Spin move. Drives in. What a throw! Falling forward. Diaz with the lay to take it to 58-61. And we're going to see Garland with the ball. They're 4 for 4 in the last 4. You see it right there. They have made everything, and Garland gets rejected by Diaz, or they'll call it a pass. Depends on what they're feeling like. Diaz with the ball goes out to Pasha. Pasha airball. Mundi saves it, but he shouldn't have. Should have let it bounce out. He gets punished for that. Diaz taking it the other way. They're on a 5-on-4. Mundi gets back in time though. Shaikov goes up for the ball. Tchaikovsky. That's right. And they go out to Diaz. Diaz with the ball. Langford. And Diaz punishes the far step, but it doesn't matter. He airballs. And San Jose State's going to keep the ball. Brutal airball, but that's not expected from Diaz at all. A brutal miss, to be honest with you. I didn't think he'd miss that. I had actually a lot of hope for that, but that's okay. Because we all make mistakes. So, let's see what Long Beach can cook up today. As we see him driving down the court. And by the way, Long Beach did beat San Diego, which San Jose beat earlier in the season. Last time we streamed, actually, with San Jose State. Garland got Diaz on him. Myers, pump fake, drives in. No! Airballs the layup. And Xavier gets the rebound, goes out to Diaz. Diaz with two-man on him, double team, and they go out to Mishkov, and Mishkov way overthrows Xavier. And Adrian Myers with the inbound. He's going to set it up. Imagine to Garland. Wait a second. And this is where, if I'm San Jose, my bad. If I'm San Jose State, I'm taking my sweet time. I'm using the chaos I cause when you're Mundi moving around and your Myers moving around and punishing them for it. Because Long Beach gets lost in that chaos. And you see it right there. Boom, screen from Manga. And Manga, they go too fast, man. That's what I'm talking about. Slow it down. You want all 30 seconds burned. You are what? 8 minutes. So you have 16 full shot clocks to win. You are 16 away. And if you drain all of your shot clock and Long Beach drains only a little bit, it's like 14. So you are 14 possessions away from winning this game if you just play it smart. Slow it down. If I'm San Jose, I'm not taking a shot until the last second or the last 5 seconds. I'm taking my last available open shot before it runs out. Skies with the ball, and he has pushed Pasha on him as Pasha's going to take him in the post. Skies 1, 2, 3, spin move, gets it up and in, and oh my goodness, that man is unstoppable. Skies proven why he's the best team player on that team, in Long Beach up keeps it within 1. San Jose State taking it down the court though. Garland with the ball goes out to Manga as he goes in. Johnson with him on him. And Pasha drives in, gets stripped by Lewis. Wow, Skies going the other way. Gets blocked by Myers, but it doesn't matter because he's got Mishkov right behind him to get the rebound. 62-61. And Garland with the ball. He's looking for something. For a second, but they go out to Manga. Or Mungaga? I don't remember. Munga. No, that's Munda. And Myers pump fake takes it in. Oh, gets us. What a move. And they get blocked. Nanga gets blocked. And they're going the other way. Looking for something. Diaz with the ball goes out to wow. Mishkov gets it to Diaz, and Diaz just an easy layup. Tough layup. Fights for that. But there seems to be someone on the court. Is he hurt? Do we have an injury? That would really suck. Be right. I'm back. And honestly, for Long Beach, you see it right there, 8-0 run. They have been absolutely dominating San Jose State. And that is a bad sign for this team who's just trying to inch away, man. They are just trying to slowly inch away, and it is brutal to see a San Jose State be this close. You're supposed to dominate this team. Long Beach is not exactly known to be an amazing team that everyone should be afraid of. No, they're all right at best, if I gave them the most amount of credit. And that's just a bad sign for what the Spartans have ahead of them. Being real, they have a lot to battle. And we're going to see them go out to Nangon. Nangon passes it in. He goes out to Washington. Garland has the ball now. As Garland's trying to size up Diaz, they go out to Nangon. Nangon gets tested, but he chooses to pass out to Garland. Garland with the ball. He's going to go on to Mundi. Mundi, blows the layup. An 8-0 run continues to stand true. And they're going to go for a 10-0. They miss it, however. Lewis with the ball still gets stripped from Mondon. Mondon taking it the other way. Mondi goes out to Garland. Garland setting up, slowing it down. Slow it down. You guys are getting burned on this edge. You're going too fast. Just slow down. Parker Washington with the ball. He goes back out to Garland. And now they're at 60. Now I would attack. Now you attack. Punish him. They try to. Garland makes the backboard layup. And there you go. That's what you need to do. Do it every time now. 63-64 as Long Beach State with the ball. And they take it down the court. Lewis goes out to Skies. Skies with Bell on him. Taking him in the post. Spin move. Layup. Yes. With a good spin. They go up to 63-66. Long Beach still holding the lead in impressive fashion. San Jose State with the ball. 6 minutes on the clock. And then Garland goes out to Mundi. Mundi setting something up. He goes nowhere. Chooses to post up. goes to Parker Washington, almost loses the ball, however, and Moody with the screen was cutting into paint, fighting for every tooth and nail, and they call a travel on him. And that's another foul for him. I don't think that's a personal foul, so he's not going to punish him, but it has been absolutely brutal for San Jose State to play like this. They have not been fully together. They have not been firing on any cylinders, really. It's just been disappointing for this team. Like, you expect a lot more. I expect a lot from them. And I have not seen that yet. I have not seen them make me even impressed, where I'm like, yeah, like, this team's good. They look good. No, I've just been kind of questioning if they're even competent. Because what are you expecting from them besides for competency, especially against a team like I'm gonna blank now. Like Long Beach. Long Beach isn't a good team. They were favored by 8 coming into this one. How are you struggling this hard? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't fully piece together for me. In my mind, they're not fully pieced together. And it's been noticeable. There have been huge mistakes, and it's just I expect more. I'll take a little break, get my breath. We're back. All right. This is huge. Can Moondean make the first one? He does. Now we need the second one, because this puts it to 1-point game. They're still fighting, man. Tooth and claw, or tooth and nail. They are fighting hard. And I think they could pull it off, but at the same time, I want to see more. And he makes the second one, so it does make it a 65-66 game. We have a lot of competition right now. This is huge. As they go to wow, I'm blanking on his name. Lewis goes into Meistrikov. What? Maestrovic. Maestrovic goes out to Lewis. Lewis pump fakes, gets Nongon jumping, and they're gonna call Nongon for a jump. And that's a little bit of a reach of the call, but hey, I guess if you want to call it, you can, but I don't agree with it. Lewis with the free throws. 66-65. And he's gonna make the first one. So 1 for 1. They are in the bonus now. This is huge. Now you went from 16 30 seconds to way less. You went to 11. And he makes the second one. Now I would go a little faster here, but I think I would still play it slow. I think if I'm San Jose State, you already have Long Beach on the back foot. Just take a second, catch your breath, and then punish them. Parker Washington setting up a play, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Garland goes out to Non-Gone. Goes into Parker Washington. Washington looking for something. Goes out to Garland. Almost gets it behind the court. And Diaz goes to steal, but Mundini does not get it. Mundi doesn't get it, however. And they get a foul for blocking. And is that another, what is that, free throws? Or they call free throws, so they call it a shooting foul. That's fair. And he just just barely missed it, but he knew he got that foul, so that's what really mattered to him. He's going to get 2 free throws now to potentially take it to a 1-point game, and he doesn't make the first one, so the most he can do is 2-point game. That would be huge, though, for them, forcing them to only have to make it 2 to really tie it if they just play pace for pace. However, I still want to see a lot more out of San Jose State before this game ends. And he's going to make the second one. So it is going to be 66-68 with Long Beach having the ball and the lead. As Lewis is setting up. Bell trying to pickpocket, doesn't, however, get there in time. And he's going to go out to Diaz. Diaz goes back to Lewis. Lewis drives in, gets it up, and no. And Mundi, wow. Doesn't get over, and it's going to stay Long Beach ball. And can Long Beach get this ball in? They're going to go... Is that a timeout? Timeout. All right. I'm back, and they go out to Diaz. Diaz setting up. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. And Skies makes the 3. The triple, putting him up 71-66. Could we be seeing the upset as Garland set up on Diaz. Diaz gets hit hard as Mundi drives in for a second, goes out to Garland. Garland taking it, step back, chooses not to shoot, goes out to Washington. Washington with Lewis on him goes out to Nongon. Nongon spin move. Yes! Makes it off the backboard, and he's going to put it to 68-71. As we're going to see going the other way now. Can he set up the play? Can Lewis set up the play here? And he goes out to Mishkov. Mishkevsky. Maestrovsky. That's what it was. Maestrovic. What am I doing? As he makes the layup, actually. They're going the other way. Washington with the ball. He goes out to Nongon. Nongon goes back to Garland. Garland setting up on Diaz. Can he take advantage of Diaz's poor defense? He does not with the spin move, though. He does, maybe. Misses the mid-ranger. His bread and butter doesn't go his way. And now you only got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left for San Jose to pull off a 2-possession comeback. He's looking for something. Lewis gets out to Skies. Skies goes back to Lewis up top. Lewis goes to Skies. Skies drives in. Skies makes the shooting, shoots the midi, and yes, he makes it off the backboard. And now they've got a 3-possession game. Now we have a potential. It just keeps getting better and better. It's a 7-point lead now. Mondon with the ball. He goes out to Garland. Garland goes to Washington. Washington back to Garland. Garland with the weakness on him, and they go back to Washington. Washington gets a wonky pass out to Mondon, and Mondon gets ripped. Diaz taking it the other way. He's going to set up Skies. Skies is going to punish them, and now it's a 4-possession game. The 7-point game goes to a 9-point game. This game is starting to slip away for San Jose State. They look weak. They need to. I would call timeout here. I would not dribble this ball down because they look weak right now. And we're seeing Garland taking it. He's going to pump fake, get blocked by Xavro. And they're going to call a foul, it looks to me. I think a foul. It's just a mess right now. That is absolutely embarrassing. This game's embarrassing. I'm disappointed in San Jose State entirely. How does this happen? I mean, if you've been here all stream, you know it shouldn't be. It should not be whatsoever. And that the fact that this is happening is crazy to me. This has clearly come down to just a pure disappointment on San Jose's part. I expect way more from a team that has been good pretty much sometimes, and other times they just look horrible. Like right now, it's been really bad this game, and that's not something I'm proud of for them because they are a good team. I have seen them play impressive games, but on the other hand, I'm seeing games like this, and it's just like, what the hell is happening? You expect good from a team that hasn't done good. That's not. It's just not a good look from them. Just straight up, not a good look. I don't even know what to think. Like I don't know how their offense just needs to step it up here. Their defense has been embarrassed all game. Do not get me wrong. Like their defense has looked horrible, but that can at least change over. That can be because of Long Beach. Their offense has not been good. Defense obviously has not looked good. The offense hasn't either because the offense has just been getting exposed over and over and over and over again. Good for Long Beach, man. The 3 Long Beach fans. Oh, they've got a decent bit, actually, in the stadium. And man, again, this game has just slipped away. It's a 9-point game. So 77-68, leaning towards Long Beach. It's shocking. It was an 8-point spread towards San Jose State. And the second upset we've streamed, and this one's way worse. And can Garland make these two? If I'm Long Beach, again, kill this clock, man. The minute you touch that ball better hit 20 seconds before that ball leaves somebody's hands or takes somebody's shot. Because otherwise, then you're just foolish. Then you get punished. Unless you have a wide open shot. Garland misses the second one, and oh my, what a mistake by Johnson Jr. Unless they called a foul. They didn't. I think they should have. They were holding his hand down, so I don't know how you expect them to rebound, ref, but anyways, the Garland has the ball. Now they have a chance. This gives them a possession chance. They go out to Washington. Washington goes to Bell. Bell gets out to Mundi. Mundi misses it. Gets the foul, though. Another foul. And they just keep, the refs got money on it or something because this is another foul for San Jose State. And now, even though the comeback did feel impossible, now it's not looking too insane. We have to see that defense, so the defense has to step up. This is a chance to fire up that defense. And he makes the first one, putting them to a 7-point game again. Makes this one, now it's a 6-point game. And that's only 2 possessions if you make 2 threes. 3 if you make 2 twos. But I believe in them. I think they could do this now. I lost hope originally, but hey, make this one and let's see. 2 dribbles. And he makes it. To put it to 71-77. That is a 6-point game. 2 possessions. They're looking for something. They go into Lewis. Lewis goes back to Maestrovic. Maestrovic gets back to Lewis. Lewis, the full pressure does work. Xavier gets a mistake. Huge mistake. Is Garland taking the other way? Now they've got a decision. Do you take the 3-pointer or do you go for 2? Langford gets him a pick. And they get it in. And Ball gets fouled hard. And oh boy, is that kid okay. He hit that ground hard. Really hard. Ooh, he got the wind knocked out of him. Yeah, take a second. He gets hit hard there from Xavier. Mostly because he was in the air. That wasn't actually like an insanely hard hit. But he was in the air and just got tipped right. I only see him making one of these because of that. Otherwise, he makes both. But if he can make both, that'll make it a 4-point game. And all of a sudden, that comeback is not insane. Makes the first one. All right, now it's a 72-77 game. Makes the second one, and they are in there. And this is where you got to look at Long Beach State now and say, hey, step it up. because this game's not over, and you had a big lead, and now it's starting to fall apart. And they misses the second one. And again, that's still a 5-point lead. That's still very surmountable. As we see Lewis taking it the other way. Lewis looking for something. Oh my God. Long Beach, I'm going to lose it. There's no way I just hyped you all up for this. You're falling apart. Long Beach, an absolute disappointment, throws the ball over his head. Man trips, and now it is now they're looking for sub 77-72 game. Same score, just way worse. And Bender comes in the game. Garland's going to go to Washington. Washington goes back to Garland. And Diaz on Garland. And this has been a huge matchup. Can they get the space this time to take the shot up? And they go back out to Washington. Washington goes to Garland. Garland goes to Washington. Washington for 3. Yes! He makes it! Are you serious? San Jose State's only one possession away. 2 points. Diaz with the ball going on Garland. Garland gets, wow. What'd they call? Timeout. Timeout, Long Beach. Holy crap. They have a chance. San Jose State has a chance. And this game looked out of reach for so long, with Long Beach just being an absolute wagon. They were just a wagon. And now you see San Jose State, they've been getting the long offensive possessions. Those two, like that minute that has gone away since this comeback started has been, or don't call it a comeback yet, but that has been all San Jose State, it feels like. Long Beach barely has had the ball because they rush down the court. They make a mistake, and then San Jose State takes the other way. And exactly what my notes were before this game started was Long Beach moves the ball quick with young guards. That can be a problem. And I said that at the start of the game. You can look at the stream. I said that at the very start. And now look at it. It has become a game. A very, very close game. And it could be close. It could be very stressful for San Diego here. The San Diego State team that just wants to win. And just kind of needs to win. Long Beach coach barking out orders. Mishkovich with the ball. He's going to probably get us to Diaz. Diaz does get the ball, however. Garland contesting. Probably going to step up harder. Chooses not to, however. Langford with the double team. That's where the pressure comes from. And Mundoon on him. Wow. Mishkovich. Yeah. Diaz with the ball. He goes out to Bender. No. Who gets the rebound? They go out. And it's so my Mundoon. No. They tie it up. 77-77. 56 seconds on the clock. Long Beach State with the ball. Mundoon off the steal. Liam's at home, and we got a game here, folks. Diaz with the ball. He goes to Mishkovich. Diaz with the ball now with Washington on him. Sky's trying to get free. Does not. Johnson goes out to Mishkovich for 3. No. Bounces off. Johnson gets the rebound, however, and it goes the other way. It hits off Johnson's leg, it looks like. And I don't know how they called that. The body's got to unravel, but I think that hit off Johnson's leg. Oh my God, we got a game here, boys. 77-77. San Jose State has the last possession if this ruling goes their way. And this could be huge. Coming back down by so much would be insanely clutch. Let's see it here. That's a terrible angle. I think it hits off Washington's hand. You see it bounce. That one's tougher. I think it's San Diego State ball or San Jose State ball. That doesn't it. Now, just because Johnson's leg is coming through at the end, the only reason I could understand it going the other way was because while he's falling, we see Washington put his hands out. Now that ball moves in a way where it looks like it hits off somebody's leg because it bounces out. If it hit off Washington's hand, it would have stayed still. I think it hit off Washington. I think it hit off Johnson's hand. Or leg. I think it hit Washington's hand and then hit Johnson's leg. I think it was kind of like a directed one, but still, what are they gonna call? I don't know what way you go. I'm leaning towards you call that their ball. You call it San Diego State's ball or San Jose State's ball because it looks like he did hit it. Like Washington did hit it, but it hit off his leg. Because otherwise, that would have bounced a little wonky, and I don't think it would have gone their way. That's a tough call, man. That's a really, really tough call. I don't know which one I would go with. I think I'm going with they keep the ball, but or San Diego State gets the San Jose State gets the ball. Well, I keep saying San Diego, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what they're calling. San Jose State keeps the ball. That's probably what I would go with because it looks like it hits off Johnson's leg because the way it bounces. It hits Washington's hand, but it bounces off Johnson's leg. And we see going up the court. That's Garland. What are they gonna do? Did the clock stop ticking? I'm so confused with what's happening. They call timeout. I'll be right back. Because that's confusing me. All right, boys, here it is. The final play of the game. And Washington's going to go out to Garland. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Garland drives in. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Garland. What the hell? That was disgusting. That was disgusting. The last shot is that? Oh, hell no. That was disgusting. My bad, boys. I'm back now. Little slacking. It's okay. Ignore the H-Town. I'm not a Houston fan. They're looking to pass it in. Lewis goes out of skies for 3. No! Just off it. Oh my god. We got overtime, boys. My first overtime game. And they're looking for something. Lane 4. Look, getting in, and Washington goes out to Garland. Garland drives in. Layup. Yes! He nails it. 79, 77. San Jose State just has a chance. Diaz looking for something. He goes out to Lewis. Lewis looking. And he's going to go to Mishkov. Wow. And Mishkovich misses it bad. No, it didn't close. Mishkov shooting 2 free throws here. And man, hopefully he can nail both of them. He nails one of them. We're gonna see Garland trying to set something up. He's looking for something. He is Bell. Bell goes out to Langford. Langford goes into Garland. Garland gets it into Langford. He's open. He gets blocked, however. They call a foul. It's a little bit of a reach, but hey, if you call it. First one, Langford misses off the rim. And Langford with the second one, and he misses it. They missed both of them. It is a mess for San Jose State, but they get the ball back and then another foul. They're getting 1-1. No, 2. Not even 1-1. They don't have 1-1s anymore. Here we go. Garland with the first shot. Can he make this? He does. Putting it to 78, breaking that tie, pushing it to 80-79. The second one is also good. I said it was a race to 80. 81-79. San Jose State wins the race. Can they win the game, however? With Lewis having the ball, with Washington guarding, Washington is going to get screened by Johnson. Johnson, it gets out and tipped off by Langford hand, I'm assuming, and hits the ref. Lewis is going to pass it in. I'm assuming they're going to go to Mashevich here because that's probably the best one, man, to hit, in my opinion. Mashevich, or you go far and go Skies. They go Johnson instead. Johnson with Moondoon on him. I wouldn't trust it. And Skies with the ball with Moondoon on him. And he's gonna try to blow by. Spin move! Oh my goodness! What a move! To put it to 81-81. We have what a move. Skies knocking him, keeping him stood and stomping his play. And they're gonna get a screen. Rolling in is Langford. Langford almost tough layup. Gets missed, however. And Lewis taking it the other way. He's got Garland on his back. He's going to look to set up something. Garland gets it in. And oh my God, it's knocked away for a second. And Garland has it. He's going the other way. Looking for a man. Doesn't choose the pass. Goes up. And it doesn't roll in. However, he gets 2 free throws. 81-81. San Jose State has been big on those free throws, making a lot of them. This could be their chance to inch just a little bit more. Inch by inch, they will find a way. And there could be a potential where they break 100. Like, it has gotten to that point. By the way, around the league, it has been insane today. We had a man drop 14.8 rating, 44 points. We also had Thornton drop 34. There's some impressive games. Wilkerson being the best of the best. Lamar. Cameron Wallace also with a shocker, 28 points. Nothing insane in this game. 82 points obviously creates some good games. Yaffet and Garland being the big one with 23 points from Garland as he makes this second one. Yaffet has 18. Let's see. Skies has been a big one. 26. Mashevich with 19, Diaz with 9. He has been a big impact on this game in general, though. I think he's been the most impactful that doesn't have like crazy high stats or something. He's just been impactful. I'm going to take a little break for a second. My throat's getting dry. All right, boys. We are here to stay. So we see it inbounded into Skies. Skies gets it out to Lewis. Lewis driving down the court. And Garland on him. And they swap off Nangoon on him. Nangoon on him now. Man, they're looking for something. Lewis Diaz. Or that's Skies. Skies with the ball. He's probably the main man they want to shoot, but they're not going to give him a chance. He's going to chuck up a deep one, but the rebound goes to Maistrovic. Maistrovic makes it to, and it has just been impressive for Maistrovic, to say the least. I'm trying to Nanga. Washington Jr. with the ball. He's going to get a screen from Munduni. He looks like does not, however. Nongon with the ball goes out to Bell. And Bell, Mundi. Bell with the ball now. He's got a chance to do something. He hasn't done much all game. Garland holding somebody. And Washington is in pain. You see him in the top right. You see him in the middle of your screen. He is writhing in pain. Garland with the ball goes into Mundi. Mundi goes out to Nangoon. Nangoon with the nailer. 85 to 83. Did I pronounce that right? Nanga. And we have Farrell with the ball. Farrell dribbling next to him. And oh my God. Skies with the ball. And Nanga doesn't choose to contest it too hard. And Skies, no, air ball. And the ball goes out on Long Beach. This is bad news for them. They need to play some defense here. Hard defense. The minute Nanga gets it in, you have to be on that man who catches the ball. And they call timeout. Good call. This is huge because this inbound could be the potential to win this game or lose it right here. Like, this is your chance. If they get that ball in and nobody's there, then this game could be wraps because they'll have to foul. Long Beach will have to foul. Unless they choose not to. Personally, I would choose not to. Let them dribble that ball. Hopefully you can get a steal and just put them in a point where they are tired and you can punish them in 3 seconds. Because honestly, I would rather that than give up 2 points for free. Especially if it's with Garland or if it's with any of them. Honestly, they're all good free throw shooters. And that is your biggest problem that you were coming into is you're saying, hey, they're all good free throw shooters. So how do we take advantage? And you just can't. You can't because there's no position where you are ahead of the curve, in my mind. That's my opinion now. Let's see what actually happens. But that's what I'm hoping for. If that makes sense. And Nanga, he gets it in, and they get the foul, but they don't get called for it. Garland looking for something. He's going to get fouled. I think they call it finally. And that was huge. That was a few seconds that they actually managed to kill in impressive fashion. They managed to kill enough to where you could actually say, listen, this game could be wraps. Like, there is a chance where this game is just over because now you get 2 free throws. And if he makes both of them, then it's 2 possessions, and then I'm considering the wraps. Misses one, then I'll keep it close. Shoots the first one up and in. Can he make the second one? Can he put the dagger in its place? One dribble, one shot, makes it. And there's the dagger, 87 to 83. I'd consider those the last points of the game for San Jose State. Well, besides for like free throws. Those were free throws. Never mind. Ignore me. Dumb statement. But yeah, I think that's the dagger right there. Because that was literally the worst case scenario for them. They needed that to just not go their way. And they didn't. What a game from Long Beach. Honestly, setting it all aside, Long Beach played amazing. You could honestly give them a lot of credit. Because this game is a what? It is a 83-87. What do you want from Long Beach? Long Beach was 8-point dogs. Besides for covering the spread, you shouldn't want anything more. I'm very, very impressed by them. I would not discredit them one bit. Because they played good. They played good. And if you disagree, then you're insane. Because look at Long Beach, man. They're not exactly a memorable, a well-known team that is a top level. No, they're good. Nothing insane. And they are playing like they are. And Lewis with the ball. He can't waste any time. 22 seconds. 21, 20, 19, 18. Taking too long. Gets a shot up. No. Doesn't get the rebound either. No, they do. They call it off of a finger. Nanganga, maybe? I don't know. But we're going to see Long Beach have a chance. I'd imagine it would just go straight to Skies and they're going to chuck it. Nope. They go up top. Just chucks it. Does not make it. Air ball. Garland with the ball. Garland kind of gets fouled. They call it. 9 seconds and this game's over. I don't even know why they fouled. Because this game straps. 87 to 83. Still won't cover the spread, but impressive. Again, I will say it. Impressive game from Long Beach. Because Long Beach played there, and they played good, and they played game the entire game through. They played their hardest, and you got to give them credit. It was a good game. And I'm not going to discredit for them this one. And they make this first one. Can they make the second one just to close it? Put that nail really in the coffin. 6-point game. That's 2 3 balls in 9 seconds. Yes. And again, you see nobody on that block. Nobody going to rebound because they know all they have to do is just hold the threes down. This guy's taking the ball up the court. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Then he chucks it. Now misses it. And they're not even going to foul. That's ball game. What a game. We got overtime, folks. My first overtime game. And what a game. 83-89. San Jose State with the win. Can't really discredit anybody. Impressive game. If you made it this far, boys, thank y'all for watching. You know what time it is. We got to wrap it up. I love y'all. If you made it this far, thank y'all for watching again. Impressive game from San Jose State. I would love to see this in the next game we call, which will be this. Is there a game I have scheduled? Tomorrow. Wednesday night, 10 p.m., boys. Make sure to be there because it's going to be a good one. I'll see y'all then.